Brennan, I want you to read. I jotted down some topics that I want to talk about. Read what my cue card says there. Just read them out for us. Read them, I said.
Well, first of all,
yeah,
this looks like a high school kid's. Like, did you find this on the bottom of a Civic in between Cheetos and a math book?
I have crap penmanship.
The first
I failed
word,
cursive.
did you?
Well, probably. I failed everything.
No, you didn't.
I wasn't the best student.
I feel like you were all right.
Oh,
You
no.
majored in history?
Later on in college, I was.
Did you major in history?
When I became a Taekwondo master, I applied the mastery in Taekwondo to
Makes
my
sense.
academics.
To life.
Yeah.
The first one says, fuck face.
Yeah, I love that. I love fuckface.
What?
I was thinking about that, and as you hung up with me, I go, see you later, fuckface.
No, but I hung up before then.
I know.
Because you kept rambling on.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, okay, Brian. You're like, yeah, the thing, click.
And I know, and I went, all right, fuckface. I like fuckface I think fuckface is a great insult. If I'm really mad, I'm gonna call you a fuckface. I remember I heard my dad on the phone. This guy was giving him a hard time, and he just stopped and he goes, okay, fuckhead. And I was like, me and my sister were like, Daddy just called somebody a fuckhead.
Did you say daddy?
Yeah, I call my dad Daddy. I'm embarrassed now. Oh, no.
Oh,
hey, can we edit that out of the podcast
shit.
or absolutely not?
And I was like, Daddy, that is crazy.
I'm embarrassed now.
Oh, shit.
I called my daddy, and my mommy, till I was 35 or 40. And maybe I still do.
You do? Because
Yep.
when we're in your house and you talk, you're like, Daddy, I made it. I was all, who the fuck
Oh,
is he
no.
talking to? He's all, Daddy, we made it.
You
No,
can't
Brendan's
be 48,
here.
call your dad Daddy and Mommy.
Who calls their dad Daddy?
Me.
You know who didn't call their dad Daddy ever?
Oh, no.
This guy.
God dang it. My kids call me Dad.
Yeah, because they're American.
I know. Daddy. Hey, you know what? Why didn't my dad stop me when I was 3 and go, hey, no Y on the end of that because you're going to be 48. And now it's fucking awkward to call him Dad. I can't call him Dad. I can't call her Mom
I'll
because
tell you
that's
right
embarrassing.
now, my kid calls me Daddy and say, hey, fuckface, drop the Y.
Listen, this is how I used to call my dad. Well, first of all, I call my dad Big Mike now. I call him Big Mike. I can't call him Daddy.
Fuck. Hey, Big Mike.
That's what I call him.
Hey, Big Mike, you coming home for Christmas?
Hey, Big Mike. Or I go, where's the big man? I never say, where's Daddy
big
anymore.
man.
It's too embarrassing.
Hey, Big Daddy.
And my
Call
mom,
Big Daddy.
I call her Mommy, but I do this if people
is
are around. I go like
bumming
this.
me
I go, my, hey, my, like that.
You
So
make
that
it,
nobody
like,
can
quick?
prove I said, yeah. It's embarrassing. Damn it!
You
I
got
just
caught.
got outed.
You got caught.
Hey, fuckface!
I heard my daddy say, hey, fuckface one time. Well, all right. Well,
Fuckhead.
drop the fuckhead. You call your dad Daddy.
Daddy called somebody fuckhead. That sentence came out of my head.
Oh, my God.
And I was
Can
like
we move
30.
up? Can we move on?
Dick nose is another one.
Dick nose is funny.
Well, Sasso calls people Dick Nose. He's like, he was referring to Chris D'Elia. He goes, hey, ask Dick Nose if he can make the podcast.
Dick nose is funny.
That was funny.
Dick nose is funny.
If you add,
Dickhead's funny.
If you add a funny name, if you add a bad thing to somebody's face, you know what I mean?
I
Hey,
like.
you
I
dick
like.
with ears.
I call people slap dicks.
Slap dick.
Slap dicks. Ass clowns.
You cock with ears. You dick with ears.
No, that's
No?
not good, man. Too much.
Um,
Go back to daddy. Let's go. Second one is shit in traffic, and traffic is misspelled.
well, I had to poo in traffic, and you know this because I told you this.
He calls me on my way, and he's all, hey, I haven't talked to him in some time. Hey, Brendan, I'm about to shit my pants.
Yep.
Cool, man.
You need to know that. I was driving stiff-legged. I mean stiff-legged, like I had braces on my legs. You know what I
Like
mean?
you're Forrest Gump.
I was wearing a baton in my rump. Something people would like next door. What's going on with your legs, bro? I can tell you're all stiffed up. Yeah, I held it tight. You can't do anything when you got a shit in traffic, can you?
There's literally nothing you can do.
Well, you can stick your ass out the window.
No, that's not an option.
I think it is an option, and if it's bad enough, I would do it just on a dare. Can you imagine driving and shitting? That's got to be illegal. What kind of like ticket would you get, sir? You stuck your ass out and you splattered the car next to you.
Well, you're not.
It would ruin the side of your car.
Yes, I'd rather shit my pants and save my Porsche.
Really?
100%. However, I'd shit all over your Passat.
You would?
Might enhance the look of your Passat.
My friend came out from a parking lot. He had a brand new car. Somebody shat on his right on his hood.
What?
A tight
like
curl.
a straight cobra?
A tight American curl. And no toilet.
American curl?
Yep.
A tight rattlesnake
tight-
on top of your hood?
A tight hepatitis rattlesnake.
Oh, them is fighting actions.
Well, there was no toilet paper, so whoever did it just shat and was like, you know what? Not going to wipe either, and took off.
Well, he must hate him.
These
What
are
did he
little
do?
things you'd
He
think
must
about.
have
You're
done
like, where'd you
something.
wipe? Huh?
He must have done something horrible
Nope.
to the guy.
He just had a nice car. He had just washed his shiny new Mercedes. It was a Mercedes.
And the guy shit all over his Mercedes.
Took a nice tight, not all over, a nice tight courteous curl. A coil.
I'm not mad at. I mean, if you're gonna do it, the coil's the way to go. Don't fucking Taliban my fucking Porsche and splatter all over
I
it.
asked my sister, she went to University of Vermont, and I asked her how college was. It was her first month. And she goes, it's good. It's just people are very different. And I go, like what? She goes, this sweet guy, he was such a sweet guy, and he got drunk in our dorm, and he fell asleep on our couch, and these guys shat on him. And I go, what do you mean? And she goes, they just took a shit on his chest, man. They took a shit on his chest. I go, they? She goes, yes. One guy took a shit, and then another guy took a shit on his chest. And I went, but that's guys. She goes, yeah, it's not guys.
Not really.
What are you talking about?
I got. Well, this reminds me of a funny story. Me and my boy Klopp were in Arizona for the Super Bowl. And whatever, we met two nice young ladies. Happened to think me and this giant statue of a man,
giant blonde,
Joe Klopfenstein,
best looking guy on the planet.
right? Yeah. Looks like Captain America. They thought we were good looking, so like, oh, cool, things are going well. Both smoke shows, right? Just dime people. It's the Super Bowl. We're two big guys, it's whatever.
Girls go there to find
Yes.
football studs.
There you go. So we're there, and things end up going well. We go to their house, and we were drinking, and I remember they lived together. I remember her saying right before we got there, like, "Oh, there's only one bathroom. Don't use the bathroom. It's a little on the fringes or something like that. Whatever, whatever. Let's just figure this out."
Yeah, we just want to get laid.
So I wake up at 7 a.m. I'm starving. I'm like, "Oh God, I'm starving." I make oatmeal. Right?
Oh boy.
Eat this oatmeal. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to shit my pants. I totally forgot. Go use the bathroom, and it is just freaking.
Oh, no.
I mean, this pterodactyl's not going
You
down.
destroy a bathroom. They have to throw the bathroom away.
Well, it was like
Yeah. Sorry about your bowl. We have to throw it away.
Sorry about your bowl.
So your bathroom will never be the same. You might have to sell your house to charity because nobody's going to buy it.
I'll never forget waking my buddy up. He called up going, "Hey, we got to get out of here." He's like, "What?" I'm like, he's like, "Bro, it's 7 a.m. I'm like, "I know, I'm super embarrassed now. We got to get out of here." See ya.
That
See ya.
is the greatest. I one time had to shit so badly that my girl was in the shower and I didn't know her well enough to take a shit because if I know you for a month, that's it. I'm taking dumps, and I shat in the trash can and tied it up and ran it out and threw it away.
Ugh.
Hey man, I didn't want her to know I pooed.
When you're first dating a girl and you take a shit and something goes wrong, it's like murder to happen. You're like, I remember when it flushed, I was like, oh God, what am I gonna do?
Even I was at a restaurant with my girlfriend a long time ago, and I went to the bathroom and I just couldn't get off the toilet. It was like I was like, hurry up, and then it was like one more. I was like, come on, seriously? And my asshole was like, nope, still here. I got a little more. I was like, come on, man. And I was like there, and it was a terrible poo. I think I'd eaten hot peppers. It was a terrible poo. And I was there, and I was like, come on. And I finally go, and I run back out, and you know what my girlfriend said? She goes, you take so long.
It's embarrassing.
And I go, there was a line. She goes, heard that before. I ignored that. And I go, I swear to God. I was like, no, I swear to God. It was a line. She goes, there wasn't a line. He goes, you took a dump. I was like, this is embarrassing.
Excuse me, sir.
And then I had to
you took a fat dump.
I had to stick to my line.
You gotta stick behind it.
I was like, no. Now let's move on to the third thing I wrote.
Oh, man. Oh. I got another funny poop story. We'll move on. Shark eyes and doll smile.
Yeah, shark eyes, doll smile. And I'd like to bring to attention that your shark-eyed, doll smile brother is just in the studio right now. Jay Schaub representing shark eyes. You know what goes on behind his eyes? Nothing.
It's like a great
Nothing.
white shark.
Instinct, just instinct. And he's got that permanent doll smile. Probably killed 5 people this week. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Schaub. Jay Schaub in the house. Still doing it.
You go, is he smiling at the fucking windshield right now?
Yep.
That's what we're trying.
I go, let me guess. Is he smiling blankly at the windshield with black eyes? Yep. Sure is.
Oh, that's so funny.
He's the greatest. Jay
man.
Schaub.
Jay Schaub,
Jay
in
Schaub
charge
are-
of all the merchandise
No
that you guys
doubt.
get so fast.
I don't know what we do without him. Jay Schaub, who holds down the merchandise, our clothing empire, holds it down. The CEO of our clothing empire.
Couple of clothing moguls here.
And by the way, doesn't break a smile when he's folding all those shirts
Does
either.
not break a smile.
Nope. Just staring
Pleased to
blankly,
do it.
perfectly folded like a robot, putting them in and there.
I
And
feel
does-
like he should move to Asia or China and be working the Nike sweatshops.
Well,
He's just so good at
he
it.
gets 1,000 shirts off in 26 minutes. I don't know how you do it, man.
Fast.
I mean, you probably have hired small children. Yeah, you
Yes.
got just a bunch of kids chained to their stations with a
Pay
huge.
Jay 3 cents an hour. I keep it just like Nike. You gotta
it.
set a standard,
That's
man.
it. He doesn't care. He's a cyborg.
Let
He
me-
doesn't even need food.
Let me tell you about Jay. So you know how my place is. I don't have a huge place.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Cozy.
a nice
It's
place.
cozy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Cozy.
He sleeps on the couch. You would think a warthog entered the fucking
Yeah.
building.
Just like sawing logs with a giant industrial.
Oh my
saw.
God. But then and I'm a light sleeper. And I go, Jay, God damn it, Jay. He goes, what? I go, you're snoring so loud. He goes, really? I go, yes. He goes, dang, crazy. I go, what? He goes, crazy. Goes back to sleep, starts snoring again. Pan, hour later. Fuck, Jay. He goes, what? I go, you're snoring again. He goes, really? I go, yeah. He goes, wow, crazy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to fucking kill this kid. So I had to sleep with earplugs in, man.
It's the worst. There's that
Weird.
thing you can put in your mouth. Rogan's. I've never hunting with Rogan. I put my tent so far. That's why none of the deer come around.
Because he snores?
Well, I mean, you know, it's like, what is that sound? It's the craziest thing in the world.
I'm a light sleeper. The only guy that snores louder than Jay is Lex McMahon. You know Lex.
Lex has got a very big neck, and
Lex,
a big head.
my manager, he might be the worst roommate ever.
Yeah.
Ever. He snores.
Well, he's just such a male.
He got
He's such a
malaria.
male.
He got malaria when he was in Africa or
That's
something. So his
healthy.
insides are like rotten.
Oh,
And I remember when I was doing a press conference in Brazil. Great hotel. They set me up in this nice hotel.
yeah.
He gets there before me. I walk in. I'm like, oh my God, it smells like pure death in here. He goes, you know, he talks, amigo. Oh, not feeling good. Drop some mud. That was my first experience in Brazil. I was like, oh, okay, well.
Oh, great. We're
I went,
sharing a
can
room.
you get another room or?
Yeah.
Drops,
Good.
doesn't no fucks given. Amigo, drop some mud.
Can you burn some sage logs in here,
He
please?
just blames it on malaria.
Well, you know what? If you're made of poo, if you're human skin over poo,
Just smells like complete doo doo.
some people smell strong. No.
How's your special going, Bryan?
Best shows of my life in Portland, Oregon. They came out in force. Thank you, Portland, for
You know how
coming
many
out.
Firing the Kid pictures I get? You with Firing the Kid shirts
crazy.
on?
I mean, we had Rose Fight Club come out. It was just unbelievable, man. It's right now my stand up is the best it's ever been. It's going to be the best hour I've ever done. And that's May 24th, ladies and gentlemen, Irvine Improv. I'm practicing it out. I'm working it out this weekend, Gotham Comedy Club, New York City.
World famous Gotham.
Yep. Friday and Saturday, this Friday and Saturday. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Get your tickets. I think there's still tickets left. And it's going to be good at the Gotham Comedy Club.
Now let me ask you this.
Tweet it out.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Details. So you shoot the 1 hour, right?
Yeah.
People who can't make the 1 hour, where will they be able to get it? What's the plan?
Well, the plan
Like,
is
what's the business
to
plan?
take it and sell it to the highest bidder, whether that's Netflix or Showtime or whoever.
Or Hulu Plus.
But I
or
may,
something?
yeah, but I may try to release it on as many platforms as possible.
Why don't you
and
release
see
it on
how
iTunes?
Yeah, that's what I might do. I think I'm going to release it. We'll see. I might release it on iTunes first because it's the best thing I've ever done, and I want
Yeah, you
everybody
keep
to have
saying
it.
that? You keep saying that?
I mean, I want everybody to have it. I don't,
No,
the
you
money
want-
is secondary, honestly. I mean, I'm gonna charge.
Hold.
I'll charge $600
Hold.
for it, but still.
Hold. No, it is about the art. Please pay Bryan as much.
No,
as
I
you
mean
can.
it is. Oh, it is. It is about the. It really, at the end of the day, is only about the comedy. I have huge bills. Please pay. Please buy it. I have huge.
No,
bills.
but it is.
No,
it's
but-
all about
but
the art.
no, I would
'Cause
never.
1 hour is a
I'm
lot
not a
to do. He
materialistic.
has kids, please pay.
Yeah,
as
I'm not a
much as you can.
materialistic.
Tell your friends
I'm not a
and family.
materialistic person, but speedball, cocaine, hookers. But the thing is that and I would give it to charity, not in a million fucking years. You know what I mean? No, but I do, and I think money is used as a tool to fill my belly and make my dick happy. But the thing is, spit take. Brendan just did a spit take. But for real, money should be used to help yourself grow and make your neighbors feel bad about themselves because you have more money. You know what I mean? And the bottom line is that's what it's about.
Stupid.
Money is important. Money is
No,
important.
for real.
Yeah.
All seriousness
My
aside.
wife owns a horse. Okay.
Fun's a horse. Your wife's super expensive.
Yeah.
You release on iTunes. What do specials usually go for on iTunes? Because most of the public's like me.
$5,
We
I
don't know
think.
shit about the business side
Yeah.
of
Typically, you want to charge $5 from what I hear.
$5.
Yeah.
$4.99. Who would pay $4.99 for an hour of Callan?
Yeah. You'll only laugh really hard. But we'll see. I'm waiting to see what I choose to do. I got to see how it comes out. I'm excited though.
So you just can see how it comes out. which I'm sure it's gonna go good,
Irvine.improv.com and tickets are $10. I'm charging only $10.
just to fill the thing.
Yeah, it's a special. We've already sold like 500 tickets.
I'm
It's crazy.
sure.
It's crazy. So, and guess who's opening for me?
Delia?
Joe Rogan.
Rogan?
Yeah, we're
Nice.
going to announce it. I'm announcing it now, but we're
Yeah,
going
you
to do
just
a
announced it on
podcast.
our show. Well, you
We're
just
gonna-
announced it on our show.
Yeah, we're going to do a podcast. Joe Rogan will be there. That's all I'm going to say. There's a little surprise.
Well-
little surprise for
Well,
us.
no, you just told us.
Oh, sorry.
There's no surprise.
Oh,
Joe
sorry.
Rogan's opening
No,
for
guys,
Bryan's special.
there's a surprise.
May 24th.
There's a surprise.
Irvine
There's
Improv.
a surprise. Joe Rogan's going to bring me downstairs. A little surprise. Anyway, I'm excited.
Well, you're for sure.
Well, that's our
selling
time, ladies and
tickets.
gentlemen. Did you watch the fights?
Which ones? There's a lot of fights.
The Stipe Hunt fight?
Did you see it?
Sure didn't.
Have you ever seen an episode of Bully Beatdown?
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah,
Stipe beat up Hunt?
terrible. They could have. This is where when guys have good chins,
Yeah.
it's fun for the fans to watch, but towards later years of life, it catches up with you. Like,
Yes.
oh, he has a great chin. Then down the road, he's drooling and can barely feed his family.
That's the problem. That's why it's so dangerous. You know.
It's good and bad.
So Stipe
They
just
could have stopped it probably second round.
peppered him from the outside.
Yeah, destroyed. Most shots ever landed in
Oh
a fight.
no!
And this is heavyweights.
Oh God damn it!
Did you see did you see? I should have sent it to you. The picture of Mark Hunt tweeted or posted on his Facebook.
No.
His face is literally like he looks like Jabba the Hutt with two black eyes.
Oh. Well, what about Provodnikov? Did you see his urine after his fight?
Black.
It
A
was
lot
black.
of guys have that though.
Is that
When
right?
They're cutting weight and they're getting hit to the body and stuff. A lot of guys have
Because
that.
your kidneys bleed or something.
Yeah,
That's so good for you.
trouble. Yeah,
That's so good for you.
yeah. Mark Hunt though.
Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever pissed blood?
No.
God damn! But
I
you
don't
know
thi-
guys
I
who
don't think so.
you can
I
know
a
guys who
ton,
have.
yeah.
Really?
Guys who cut weight usually do.
Oh.
I don't know too many heavyweights that do. Mark Hunt might from receiving that complete bully beatdown.
Did
That was
he
tough to
Did
watch,
he take most
man.
of it to his face?
Yeah, almost all of it.
Hmm.
He had something like 42 unanswered shots in the third round or something.
Christ!
I realize it's in his hometown, but
Time
for
to-
sure stop the
Time
fight.
to retire. Time to retire. Maybe right?
Probably.
Yeah. What do you get out of it besides money?
What else is he gonna do though? That's the problem.
No.
You see Canelo Kirkland, the boxing
That
fight?
was dope.
Woo! That was fire.
Didn't see it. Got to watch it.
What do you do with your
I
life?
slacked off this weekend. I was in Portland. Portland's got very low blood sugar. There's not a lot of aggression in that town. A lot of facial hair. I saw a guy with a beard so long he was riding a bike. That beard was wisping behind him and
That's
flying
sick.
in the air.
Like
I
a
was like,
cartoon?
it looked like a magic carpet. I was like, you're wearing a carpet on your. It was the craziest thing I've ever
not
seen in my
mad
life.
at that.
You could have seen that beard. A truck. You don't need a flag on your bike.
They
just
say
that beard.
Ev, I've heard big beards are out. I heard they're like tribal tattoos
not
on
in
lower
Portland.
back.
Not in Portland.
Well,
White-
they
white
get late
people-
news. Portland's
Wow.
Portland's like these Reebok pumps are great.
super white people in sensible shoes, sensible sandals,
And just
and
clear
tats.
skin.
But tats everywhere. Alabaster skin. There's no sun.
There's
Alabaster
no
skin. You can see
sun.
right through their skin.
They look like salamanders. Just
And
pale white
super
salamanders.
super nice. Guys are so nice. Like coming from the East Coast, dudes are always looking at you like they want to punch you in the face. There's a territoriality, and dudes in Portland are just too nice. They're so nice. It's about coffee. It's about nice, and it's about calf tattoos and thigh tattoos.
Really? Thigh
and
tattoos?
dressing in dusty clothing. I feel like I could throw an apple at one of their bodies and it'd just disappear into a cloud of dust. Sorry, I forgot to dust these clothes off.
Weird.
It's very white. A lot of skateboards. A lot of 40-year-olds on skateboards.
I'm not mad at that.
No, it's a very, very, it's a very mellow, interesting place. You go to the coffee place. The guy weighs my beans. He grinds them by hand.
Talks to you.
Yeah, he was some 40-something with a giant hoop in the top of his ear. I was like,
that's a bummer.
yeah, you're losing a lot of your hair, sir, with a giant hoop. I'm not sure what the hoop does. You know what I mean? Like some people are like, you ever see those people who like?
Are those or would they be considered hipsters?
No, yes, or
I call them salamanders.
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 Explain the term.
Well, do you know what a lizard is?
No, never heard.
Well,
think of a lizard with really thin
Well,
skin,
no.
with
Yeah.
thin, moist skin.
no,
Okay.
yeah. Think of
with
a lizard,
see-through,
but they're,
moist
Smaller lizard?
skin.
well, no, they're actually bigger than lizards, but they're always wet.
And they thrive in wet
Yeah, they do
atmospheres.
well in everything. They're like lizards are like humans, and then this is going down a weird road.
Look, I'll say this about
And
Portland.
then hipsters are like salamanders.
I'm not making this up.
It's
In
the
any
weirdest
city I go
comparison.
to, the women have high heels, like when they come out to a show, like a lot of high heels. In Portland, I saw
Sandals.
2 women in high heels. Everybody's
else?
wearing flats.
A lot of Birkenstocks, I
A
bet.
lot of like just hippie clothing, hippie shoes. Sex and sexuality is not worn on the outside in
I
Portland.
bet they have sex face to face and just
Hey, don't make that noise.
to have kids.
Just a low,
Just to have
a
kids.
low grunt.
See ya, Portland. See ya,
It's
Portland.
not your spot.
They
You
probably,
don't
they
see
probably
one
leave-
Porsche.
They probably leave flannel on
Yeah.
and just white asses.
Yeah.
And just
It ain't your spot. You don't see a lot of like symmetry Porsches. You like clean, shiny lines. You don't see a lot of that in
No.
Portland. Portland has a different vibe. Portland
is
has
it cloudy.
yeah, it is that kind of world. Although you see a lot of people there that sort of you see
Don't
your
try
share
redeeming
of you
yourself.
see your share of sort of physically unimpressive. They haven't done a lot of exercise and eaten a lot of salad. Let's put it that way. You see a lot of people there that tend to be somewhat
They look like melted cheese.
somewhat doughy. Yes.
Yeah, they look like melted
yes,
cheese.
Yes.
They look like armadillos melting in the sun.
warm cheese. A lot of
Yes.
warm cheese, and with a lot of tattoos. But then you'll see somebody who just looks like a giant pile of warm cheese and shoes, and yet they've spent a great deal of time picking out the right tattoos, getting their ears stretched with giant gemstones.
Is that still a thing?
Getting your ears gauged?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Not since I was in I haven't seen that since I was in high school.
Well, Leo Flowers, my buddy who opens for me, said there should be Portland's caption should be only in Portland. It only happens in Portland, because you do see shit where it's like only in
Your
Portland.
buddy's like, yeah, this place should be called "What Happens in Portland Stays in Portland." Huh?
No,
That's,
people love it there
that's
though.
Vegas, ass
People
clown.
love living there, and they don't want other people moving in because everybody's moving there now. Everybody,
No.
dude, everybody. You want to buy real estate? Buy it in Portland.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great place to live. The people are pretty awesome, I have to say.
Did you see one African American?
There is a black person there. The one I brought. My opener,
The
Leo
one?
Flowers.
The one. There's just one.
There's a couple. One dude was like, "Man, I'm from Chicago. I'm not from fucking Portland." That's how he spoke. That's my black.
Wait, you walked by him. He's like, "Hey, motherfucker!
Yo,
I'm from
he
Chicago.
was at my show.
I'm from Portland."
He was at my
and you're
show.
all, "Oh, cool, man."
He goes, "Yeah." He was like tight. He was like in shape, and he was dressed like well.
Yeah, this
and
is
he goes,
super
"Yo,
racist,
man,
man.
you were great, man." I go, "You're not from Portland, are you?" He goes, "Fuck no, I'm not from Portland. I'm from Chicago, man. You think there are a lot of? And I'm the only black person here. Like there was 2 black faces in my crowd." You guys had a racist thing to say?
Oh shit!
That's what he said.
That's super racist.
The first thing I said when I got on stage, I was
Right?
like, the first thing I said no, it's true. The first thing I said on stage was
There are
like,
2 black guys in the crowd. It's a fact.
yeah,
You
it's not
call
like
them
I have
bla-
a sign
You
that
call
says
them black faces.
I don't have a sign that says whites only. I mean, that would be racist.
I feel like Portland has some places that have whites only.
No, very liberal. Very liberal. If you're black, you'd want to live in Portland.
Really?
Yes.
So friendly.
Yeah, but that's a very liberal place, very progressive place.
Whites only.
Whites only. There's only one thing about Bryan's show, just huge.
No,
signs.
there's a couple black faces in the crowd.
Whites only, please. No. But the first thing I do is I get up on stage and I'm like, all right, Portland, coffee, you fucking whites. They all start laughing. White people, tattoos for no reason, human doodle pads everywhere. They start laughing because I'm funny as shit. Look at Jay. Hasn't stopped smiling. His eyes, his dark eyes, just looking
You would
at
flourish
nothing.
in Portland.
Can't even see us. No, he wouldn't.
Why?
They'd quarantine him. They'd be like, why is Shark Eye Doll Smile standing in the corner at Whole Foods feeling the oranges?
Why is he touching all the tangerines?
Why is that guy touching all the tangerines with a smile?
Why is he rubbing the mushrooms together?
He's at a Fighter and a Kid shirt stand over there, threatening people.
Should we go to some current events?
Sure.
Have you got some current events?
I got some things for you.
Yes, in Denver, a bunch of people are disappearing off the streets.
No. All right, we'll stick with a little bit of the theme of this show, seemingly.
Your brother's got some
today-
big arms. I'm sorry to
Current
interrupt.
event. Jay's got big
I
ass
just
arms.
noted Jay Schaub's got some big fucking biceps.
And a fat dick.
Yeah, he's got a big white doll dick. Jay Schaub's got big fucking strong arms and a big white doll dick.
His dick looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Nestled in some jet black whisker fur. Probably never trims. Probably just got a big old bush that he lets grow like the.
Jay's dick looks like Felix the cat.
Looks like a Portland beard down there.
Just two wide eyes and just black.
Just
all around.
black. Has he got a heavy nutsack on him?
Big nutsack, but I'm talking a fat dick, man.
Dude, I had to put his underwear on, and he literally stretched out his MeUndies.
It's a heavy.
Stretch those fuckers out. Congratulations, Jay. You do a lot of curls, Jay, or what? Yeah. He just pursed
He does
his
girls
lips and
and
just
drinks
nodded.
energy drinks nonstop.
Yep, there it is. Because he's a cyborg. He doesn't need anything else. He needs just some liquid. If you pulled his face off, you'd find propellers and wires. And then if you looked in his belly, you'd just find human fingers. He eats fingers.
He eats fingers. What you got, Ev?
Right. Took a weird turn. All right. Today, one of MMA's biggest prospects, unsigned prospects, signed with Bellator.
Let me guess who it
Three-time-
is. Let me guess who it is.
Guess.
His name is, he's young, and he was a wrestler, boxer. He's that phenom, Eric.
No.
Aaron Pico.
Aaron Pico.
Not that one.
Okay.
No. This is 3-time national wrestling champion and 4-time All-American at Penn State, Ed
Damn.
Ruth.
Ruth, right?
Ruth,
He's
yeah.
a monster.
Well, what's he weigh?
Beast.
What's his weight?
Well, Ed Ruth is what? 185? Where he would fight at 185,
Just a
right?
beast.
Oh,
Let me
yeah,
see
I
him.
think he'll be a middleweight.
Went to Bellator.
Yeah, and he specifically cited that they're letting me secure my own sponsors as one of the main reasons why he signed with them.
There you
instead.
go. That's what I was saying.
Changing of the guards.
And you get a superstar like that, who could be. Let me see his face, please. Spin that around, please. If you don't mind, I'd like to take a look at him, take him in for a second. Looks like a thick, strong kid. There he is.
Yeah,
ladies and
he's a
gentlemen.
little beast.
Yep.
And
There
he
you
has no MMA experience?
No.
So, Brennan, with a guy like that, the funny thing about MMA is that he's a great wrestler. Does not necessarily mean it's going to transfer to the octagon.
True, but a lot of super high-level wrestlers do transfer, yeah.
So what would you do with a guy like that? What's the first thing you do to get him what would you start?
He should be working on striking like yesterday.
And what about jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu defense. I mean, he should be rolling and definitely defending gi and
Learning,
stuff like that.
learning all.
But
the
I
things.
think Bellator would take care of him. He should fight other wrestlers and stuff like that
First.
give him some experience. Don't toss him in there with a guy like
a high-level striker.
Yeah, or high-level striker or super high-level jiu-jitsu guy.
What kind of striking with a guy like what would just get him into Muay Thai right away or what?
Well,
Boxing?
he's been training with John Jones.
Oh.
Or over there in Albuquerque with Jackson's.
Oh, is he at Jackson's?
Mhm.
Oh, that's trouble.
Ooh.
He was recruited to come in and help John train for DC.
Damn.
Oh boy.
So he must be a little monster.
That's Winklejohn then, right?
Yeah. who's an amazing coach. So he's gonna be throwing
And
kicks.
Winklejohn's got the whole package, kicks and
Everything,
punches.
yeah. Amazing coach. Probably the best striking coach in MMA,
Damn.
bar none.
So yeah, that's
Him
where
or
we're
Mark.
at.
Him or Mark Henry. Well, Rufus is good. There's a bunch of good ones. Winklejohn's definitely a really, really good one.
Right.
That kid's gonna be a monster.
Yeah, so he wrestled at 86 kilograms, which is 189.
So he'll fight at
So he'll
185,
probably
maybe
fight at
170.
85.
Yeah,
Well, I assume he's cutting down to 89.
true.
So I just chop
Yeah,
a couple more pounds
85.
off. 85 is
85.
realistic.
Rough guy.
Good young talent.
Good young talent indeed.
What else you got, Ev?
All right, next current event. Your boy's with Miles Teller, right?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, your boy Miles Teller saved a pregnant woman from a riptide.
What?
Yeah, he was on vacation with his smoke show girlfriend,
Super attractive.
Really?
Yeah, super
Yeah.
attractive.
and some woman was just like freaking out, screaming in the water because she got caught in a riptide, obviously pregnant.
Why are you swimming in the ocean
full
pregnant?
superhero. I have no idea why are you that far out.
Why is she swimming
Well,
pregnant?
riptides will take you out. And if you don't go with them and you try to swim against them, that's when you drown. Let it take you. Let it take you and swim parallel to the shore.
Yeah, you let it take you out, though. You don't fight
It'll
it. There's
spit you
nothing
back
can
out.
do. Yeah, it's going to turn you around.
So we went full superhero mode.
Saved her.
Yeah.
Good for
You ever
him.
pulled some shit like that?
I have, but I won't say
Let's hear
Why
this.
not? Why wouldn't you tell your superhero
because I
story?
think only because I'll tell you off air. Only because it's a little cheesy to talk about saving somebody's life because I did it because they were right there. It's a dumb story.
Well, no, because there's a lot of people that I think you'd be surprised how many people, or even if it was right there, right in front of your face, would just be like, nope, not my problem. Turn around and walk away.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think I've done that twice. I think I've technically maybe saved.
I would
somebody's
definitely
life
go in to
twice.
help him.
Yeah. Just
Now, if there's a
rehearse it
great
your
white
mind.
in the water,
Yeah, the only way I'm going to the water.
I would
if
yell,
it-
punch it in the face.
If it's one of my kids. If it's my wife, I'm going to be like, honey, give him your leg. I'll still bang you.
Give him your leg. Just give him the tip.
Yeah. Just,
Give him your foot.
I mean, honey, hey, shark, get away from my wife. But if it's my kids, I'm jumping in.
Oh, she thought she saw the pregnant woman thought she saw a shark also. So the shark is involved in this story. Now you know the shark. You know that it's a shark situation. She's yelling, "Help, shark!"
Got to go in.
Do you go in?
Yes, she's pregnant.
Yeah,
You got to get her.
pregnant.
You better. You're not a man if you don't go in that water.
I'll go. What kind of shark, though? What kind of shark is it? If it's a hammerhead, I'm jumping in. Those don't scare me. I can fend them off like this.
That's right.
Like this. I just hold their head like
I didn't
this.
know that.
Yeah. You just grab it like this.
Oh, and you just grab them by their
Yeah.
Well, you grab
by
it like
each
that.
eye. You cover each eye.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
And then you swim to shore.
Really?
That's what I heard.
That's impressive.
It's from a movie, Deep Blue.
You're super. The
Ooh,
thing is,
good
you
flick.
look naked when you're in the water. You look exactly like a seal. Let's
I
be
know,
honest.
I do.
All smooth and brown. Yep. And I was amazed that you didn't get bit by a great white. You're shark bait. You look. Don't go in the water, bro. You look like a seal. You even have that expression on your face.
I do look very similar to a seal. And I splash around.
And I'm not trying to be a dick, but when I look at your face, I've always felt this way, and I'm glad we're saying this. I've always thought of one sound.
Really?
I'm not trying to be a dick.
I don't. I don't want to be a dick. You look like Joe Camel with.
I look like
you
Joe
look like
Camel.
you look like Joe Camel if he had cancer.
I was waiting for
You
a
look
bad.
like Joe Camel if he had chemo. I gotta be honest.
I was waiting for a bad.
No, you look
that
like a
was good.
camel.
I look like Joe Camel.
You look like Joe Camel. You look like
Must've been smoking
you look
too
like
much.
the llama from Emperor's New Groove.
Is that my spirit? Is that my spirit animal? My spirit animals. I look like the llama.
Doesn't he? You look identical to the llama from Emperor's New Groove. I gotta be honest.
If
I
Eddie Murphy's
remember-
voice came out of him, I'd lose it.
Yeah.
I remember when Ronda Rousey said to me, she goes, "You remind me. You'd be like, you remind me of like that meerkat from Ice Age." She was like, "Ding, ding, 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 ding." Started dancing. I was like, "Fuck that, man.
Like that.
I don't want you to think of me that way."
Meerkat.
What the fuck are you talking about? A meerkat?
No, you definitely look like the llama from Emperor's New Groove.
Damn it.
And I'm
That's
drunk.
that's on point.
I'm drunk, and you're the llama from Emperor's New Groove.
Are you a good swimmer?
Yeah, I swim like a fucking
Oh, my
fish.
God.
Yeah.
Look at him.
You've seen me swim.
Yeah.
No, I see. When I look at Brandon, I see a horrible swimmer.
No, he cuts
you're
through the
dead
water.
wrong.
He's
Just
My
so
my,
shredding
my
through.
daycare was the pool, my
he's
man.
buoyant. He's buoyant. He's got a hard layer of
My
fat all
daycare
over
was
his
the
body.
pool. When me and my brother and my dad would drop us off at the YMCA, they'd make us swim every day. We fucking hated it.
Yeah.
So you know what Big Brown did? Took a shit in the pool, so we got the day off. Remember that?
Is that true?
Took a shit in the. I said, you know what? I don't want to be in this pool anymore. Took a shit in the pool. Then some kid yelled out, "Turd!" And then everyone swam away.
Oh boy, that'll
Big
ruin
Brown was
it.
the hero that
Gotta
day.
drain that pool.
High fiving everyone. We didn't swim
Yeah.
for about 3 weeks.
Gotta drain the pool.
We didn't swim for about 3 weeks.
Yep.
Those things are some bullshit. They drop us off, around 9 o'clock in the morning? My dad was at work. Pick us up at 5 p.m. Oh, what'd they feed us? Everyone gather around from playing in the sun all goddamn day. Get your half of an orange slice.
Oh, jeez.
Huh? What?
That sucks.
As much as my parents are paying for me to go, this bullshit.
You got a half an orange slice and one piece of Wonder Bread.
And then the freaking coach would just have a big smorgasbord of fucking balls, Nerf balls, soccer balls, kick balls. We go to the yard and just shake it out. There you go, you little bastards. Have fun.
Good old American playtime.
You know it.
How is the speaking of Big Brown and being buoyant in the water? How's the slim down process going?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Brian. I'm glad you brought
you
this
look,
up.
what's the word? Enormous.
I look big.
Well, biggest I've ever seen you, to be completely
No.
honest with you. Oh,
My shoulders are big. I've been doing
you're
a lot of weights.
huge.
And I've been doing a lot of weights. I got to be honest. And then this is complete honesty. I'm not trying to be funny at all. I got discouraged by this Reebok deal. Straight up. You're laughing.
You're an emotional eater.
Yeah.
Hold on, Jay. Get on the mic. I have to ask you. I'm going to put you on the spot. I want to put you on the spot. This is just Jay's been with
Band
Brennan
of brothers.
all
He's
weekend.
not going to throw me
He's
down the
been
river.
all weekend, and you better fucking be honest, because I'm looking into your goddamn shark eyes, and you can wipe that doll smile off your face right now, because I'm about to get serious with you.
Jay the Doll Smile
All right?
Shop.
Yeah. Now,
That's a
I
new
know-
shirt.
I know you're probably part computer program, but listen, your brother is an
He's
emotional.
cyborg.
Your brother's clearly an emotional eater. Okay, your biological brother is an emotional eater. What did he eat, and how many donuts did he have this weekend? How many donuts? Don't look at him. Don't look in his eyes. You look in my eyes. You stay in my eyes right now.
Calorie-wise, it was pretty low all weekend, but he did eat about 5 donuts.
5 donuts, which we can probably double because you know he was sneaking 5 more. You got no problem eating 5. How many donuts could you eat in one sitting?
Oh, 12.
12 donuts, no problem?
No problem. I
Just
love
sugar
donuts.
and dough.
Yeah.
I love the fuck out of donuts.
Bro, how about because I wanted to take Jay to Randy's Donuts, so we went there about 11 o'clock at night. I noticed the people online that like look at me, and I'm like, I had my hood on because Big Brown Slim down. I don't want people to see me in line.
Oh, no.
Guy tweets at you, "Hey Brian Callen,
That's right.
Your boy's in line at Randy's."
That's
right.
right. I got
Now."
that.
God damn it.
That's right. I got an awesome tweet. I didn't realize what he was doing.
Yeah.
Dude, you were in fucking what's your donut of choice? Because now I want donuts.
You know, if you're at Randy's, they got a delicious coconut donut. I'm not crazy about their chocolate glaze. Did you? Their glaze are the worst. They have a nice glazed twist. I like the chocolate or vanilla filled.
Huh. Donuts make me tired. I started yawning in your face.
Anyways,
So-
yeah,
so-
Brian,
so Jay
yeah,
Schaub,
Brian,
he
I
didn't-
got a little discouraged with this Reebok deal. I got to
So
be
you-
honest.
So you wolfed down some donuts.
I did. I
Yeah.
cheated.
What are you weighing right now?
Oh, every bit of 260. No, I'm just kidding. No,
I,
not
I,
at all.
I believe that.
I swear to God, I'm not 260.
You're about 250.
No.
You're over 250.
No.
No, that's 100%
No, I'm
the
not.
truth.
No, I'm not.
You listen to me.
Get a
Don't
scale on
lie.
here. Oh, here's the scale. 244. Crazy.
Nah, you're 100% not 244. You're not going to make 205.
Yes, I am.
Why are you attacking me? You just jumped at
No,
me.
I had one weekend where I freaked
Listen.
out because this Reebok deal
Hey.
really depressed me,
You're
man.
not going to make 205.
They're making me wear Reebok pumps.
Are you
and
going to make
fuck-
205? Look at me in the eye.
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
I will
no.
rip your shirt off right now if you say it. I swear to God, I will rip your shirt.
You're so fucking sensitive. Bro, you got 50 pounds. How long do you have to go? like
8 weeks.
8 weeks to lose 50 pounds.
That ain't no thing.
All right. Best of luck.
Thanks, man.
Couldn't look beefier.
I agree. thick right now.
tits. You got tits.
Yeah, you got a chest on me.
You got tits. You got tits. You got big giant arms. Your shoulders. Maybe stop eating 6 times a day and lifting really heavy. Maybe.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's
No.
how you put weight on.
Yes, exactly. I've never ate this much in my life, and it's like I'm lean, but I'm big.
How about yoga and 2 salads? Right.
You're hired.
Thank you. I'll get you skinny quick.
Thanks, man. Yoga and 2
As
salads.
long- as long as-
Yoga, 2 salads.
As long as nothing emotional happens to you.
Oh. I'm glad you reminded me. Guess what I'm going to sign the Fire and the Kid team up to do? And everyone in this room is going to do it.
What?
A Spartan race.
Oh shit! You told me about that. Don't think I didn't get competitive immediately. We do it as a team.
Yes. The Fire and the Kid team.
All
I'm going
right.
to make Fire and the Kid track team
Do you guys
shirts.
jog? Because I never jog.
No, you don't need to jog to do this. Are you in?
Yeah.
I'll find a date and you're in after your special?
Yeah.
We'll do it in June?
Yeah.
All right, for reals?
Of course.
Yeah, all you guys.
Keely, do you jog? That's a no.
We'll do it for the end of June or beginning of July. You down?
Yeah, I'm down.
You in, Ev?
Yeah, I already told you I'm in. You know,
I'll get
All
working
right.
on our
Give you my
official Fire and the Kid Spartan race
Current events. Let's keep
uniforms.
going with current events.
Current events. Ooh, Fire and the Kid coming at you, a Spartan race.
Yeah.
Sign up with us if you want. Meet the whole crew.
Where
I'll
am I?
announce which one we're.
Wear my tank top.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make some dope tank top and Fire and the Kid shorts.
we may not all finish the race, but we'll look damn good trying.
Yeah, as long as one of us finish, that's the team.
No, we're cheating. We have a professional athlete on our team. I think we'll get that one.
Yeah.
It's getting the second.
What do you run a mile
The
in?
3 of us might die.
The fastest mile I've ever ran.
Yeah.
Oh, Bryan, I was 244 pounds.
Yeah.
And this is before I fought Johnny Curtis in the UW. I think it was a UWC.
Yeah.
I ran a 550 mile.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's incredible. That's
I
incredible.
almost want to call shenanigans.
Swear on my life. Swear to God. Jay, Highlands Ranch.
I believe
swear
it.
to God.
550.
I-
Fuck,
I-
fast.
That's in Denver. That's in Denver air.
It's in Denver on a track.
That's crazy. That's fast as shit.
Yeah. That was the best shape I've ever been in.
Good God.
That's a crazy fucking mile time.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
You got a mile time?
I mean, the best mile I've ever ran is probably like
7?
6:30.
That's fast.
Sub
I mean,
six,
I'm 155 pounds though.
sub 6 minutes at 240 pounds is
It's
insane.
unheard of. Although I know that you did a marine obstacle course and you were the best that they'd ever seen for anybody over 220. That was
This is
a
correct.
5-mile run up a mountain.
This is correct.
So
I like long distance.
He's
I just
got-
can't walk. I can run. I can't walk.
he's got the power.
We'll definitely finish this thing. We'll look
Oh, yeah.
damn good doing it. Jay, you better start running. I'm not going to lie to you. You need to chill out on the donuts. You need to chill out on the energy drinks, huh?
If anything, I could see us kind of being the bullies of the track,
Bumping people
like just
over.
knocking water out of people's hands and
Well, with
just,
Jay, you just
getting
there-
way
if-
too
if
competitive.
Jay, you just adjust some knobs in the back of his head, and he just
all
can run. Jay, you're like what the fuck? Next
Should we?
one.
I want real short, like cross country shorts.
Oh
like
yeah.
80s basketball shorts
Yes.
kind of deal. Yeah,
I'm gonna do Fire
We
and
should
Kid
run
those.
we should
We
run
do
in
tank
Sungas.
tops. I'm down for that too.
Sungas.
What shoes should we wear?
Reebok pumps.
Can I wear my Reebok?
No,
I don't own any.
I'll get us a bunch of LA gears.
How about Nike free?
Nike free.
Nike free. By the way, Skylar Aston, quite a hit. Quite a hit. with
Yeah,
his
big
music.
podcast.
People loved him. Go on.
Last current event. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, who I'm sure you know from that reality show that he's on, he spent $82,000 on snacks at Jets and Giants games over the course of 2 seasons. That $82,000, by the way, state funds.
Oh
That's,
hell.
that's basically tax
Oh
money.
hell no.
$82,000
Oh hell
in
no.
snacks.
You know what he was doing though? He was having those VIP things and having it catered.
Yeah.
That shit is delicious. I wish I was in part of his crew.
I
So
mean, I'm
would've
sure,
ate all
I'm sure
those
those snacks belonged to. Yeah, he probably had 50 people with him, but damn,
Right off.
that's expensive. That's just something that his political operatives are trying to come after him for. I like Chris Christie.
That's some pretty shady shit though.
I like
That's some
him.
dope rich guy shit, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's the kind of shit you can do.
I like the way he talks. He's a straight shooter.
I'm not mad
He's
at
just
him.
fat. He's always had a problem with weight.
He
He's a
obviously
chubby,
loves
chubby guy.
snacks.
He's a very heavy. He'll be the fattest president we've ever had, if he becomes one.
You think he has a chance?
He's got a big base in the Republican Party. He's kind of people like him because he's a rough kind of construction guy, but a straight shooter, and he has a good record, fairly good record. So I don't know. You can never tell. Very hard to make a prediction.
Think Clinton could win?
I don't think Hillary Clinton is going to win
'Cause
because
she's
of
a
this
woman?
uranium
Because
gate.
she's a woman.
Well, because of this uranium deal. If you read about the uranium deal, the Clinton Foundation was a slush fund, basically for. I mean, if you look at the conflict of interest,
Yeah,
if you look
please
at the
get more
kind of
detailed
people,
into this, though.
if you look at the kind of people that this uranium mine in Kazakhstan or Azerbaijan was up for sale, they have a lot of huge uranium deposits. Now everybody wants uranium. They want to own a uranium mine.
Everyone
Why?
wants uranium.
Why? Because essentially you can enrich uranium and you can make nuclear weapons. So whoever controls those uranium deposits is very closely watched, and it's very strategic. And the United States, so there's a South African guy who went with Clinton, and guess what? He was from South Africa, but guess what? He got the deal. He bought the uranium.
How much was that?
A
Couple
fortune, but he
jagillion
bought
dollars?
the rights to those deposits by working with the Azerbaijani dictator, who's not a good guy. And guess what? After that, guess what? Clinton brought him there, and guess who gave Clinton's foundation $33 million? That guy. And essentially, you're not allowed to give to a political party, but that slush fund, he gave that company $33 million. That's a conflict of interest. The guy bought Clinton. He brought him there, and the reason that was the case was Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State at the time. Very, very powerful position who can okay whether or not, American companies can own rights in certain things or whether or not you can sell those things. So there's a lot of conflict.
Is there anything more shady than politics?
It gets worse than that.
Besides
Uranium
the
One
Patriots?
was a company that was founded that then was formed by a South African guy, and he sold those rights to the Russians. So now the Russians own that company
This
that
isn't
controls
good.
all that uranium.
Now, can you go into
And that
the
was okayed
history
by
of
the State
uranium?
Department.
Is there any can go in the history of uranium?
Well, I'm glad
I
you
know
asked.
damn well you will.
I'm very glad
well,
you
I'm
asked.
glad you asked, Brendan. Uranium?
There's a book called Age of Radiance. I had the author on my podcast. Yeah, but anyway, she's gonna.
Just shut your mouth.
They are
just-
dirty.
Yeah, politics super
Well, the Clintons
dirty.
especially have just a long history of being filthy. So
I was a fan of Bill Clinton.
there's
Slick Willie?
So he got his dick sucked in the White House.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Slick Willie was the man.
yeah.
He was
Very
cool,
smart
huh?
guy, very smart man. Fucking smart dude. Nobody, no matter who.
His wife and daughter,
If
not
you-
easy on the eyes. Let's be honest here.
If you ever talk,
Not easy on the eyes.
yeah, his
Chelsea
wife,
Clinton?
His wife has got very thick ankles, but very smart woman. But
Very
if you-
smart.
If you look at,
Very smart.
the
Looks
one
like Dora
thing
the Explorer
both
with
of them
blonde
agree
hair.
is that they're very smart people. But
Wasn't
whatever that means.
what was it, Brian? You're probably the smartest guy, most well-read guy in the room. Wasn't there like
That's debatable.
between the Clintons have some kind of involvement in like a really big cocaine operation?
No, that was a lot of that stuff is whenever you're president, whenever you're coming up, and you're a governor of a state like Arkansas, and you have political donors. You will always find political donors. You'll always find organizations you are linked to that had something to do with money laundering or had something to do with that. And the one thing I will say is that the political machine on the other side, the Republican political machine, these super PACs and things, and these would create these very sensationalist videos about the Clintons being drug dealers and stuff. That's very sensationalist. The real issues is how they use their influence to get elected and things, and that's what you have to look at.
Heard it on a
Corruption.
Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you can draw correlations to nefarious people. The problem is that the CIA. So they found that a lot of people that the CIA was working with were very bad people. Problem is, like foreign operatives, so they'd hire somebody who had links to death squads. The problem with telling the CIA they can't hire people like that is that if you want to catch bank robbers, you got to talk to other bank robbers. If you're living in a very dirty
Yeah.
world, you can't have a stipulation that says you're not allowed to talk to anybody who's a criminal. Can't give anybody any money, any U.S. funds who is a criminal. You got to let You got to let CIA operatives and
Let 'em do their
do
thing.
their thing. They
'Kay.
They know the nuances on the ground better than anybody else.
Yeah,
does.
you got to employ
Yeah.
people like that.
Yeah. So it's a dirty business.
Speaking of-
Politics.
Dirty business. Is it time for fan questions?
Yep.
Do we have a creep line? You got a creep line, Kay? Let's get
We
some
do.
creep line.
All right, let's creep line it up.
Let's get some creep line. Let's get some creep line. Time for
All
some
right.
creep line. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there it is, right
see.
there. Right there. Oh.
Are you trying to sound like Bill Clinton?
Touch me in my dirty place. There it is. Touch me in my dirty place.
Oh yeah.
I used to
Oh
be the
yeah.
president.
Suck my dick.
I used to be the president. Touch my dirty place.
I used to be the president. Suck my dick.
I want you to take 3 fingers. I want you to loop them all together and just
Loop them?
start pushing.
Ew.
What? I'm being creepy.
Or Bill Clinton.
It's called creepy Clinton. I'm setting up
Okay.
creep line.
Go.
So this guy got into a fight with the store manager at his local grocery store, and as a
Standard.
Let me wait. I can finish this story. I guarantee I can finish it. I bet you he just pulled his pants down and took a shit right there.
no,
Ah, shit.
no,
Sorry.
he
What?
Oops, I pushed things a little too far. Everybody's
That
creeped
would
out
be
by
a
me.
creep line.
So for the past 5 months, as part of his revenge, he molds with clay boobs and he puts them on all the produce in the grocery store. And he even goes into detail on what colors he uses, like mocha and salmon. And he's like, first it started off as revenge, but now he likes it and he does it every week. Sometimes I use markers if I'm in a rush.
Wow. He makes fake tits, clay tits, which isn't that creepy. I'd be like, oh look, fake clay tits near my oranges. And then he takes markers and draws nipples on apples and
Yeah, and he sticks them on the produce.
You, sir, need a hobby.
Yeah, you, sir, clearly have a fetish and are
Oh, he
using the
goes-
argument as an
He
excuse.
loves doing it on the cantaloupes. That's his favorite.
He loves what?
The cantaloupes.
On the cantaloupes, set of tits on the
You
cantaloupes.
got a couple of melon tits on
He was just looking for an excuse. She's probably like, "Excuse me, sir, try not to touch all the apples." He's like, "You bitch, I'll get my revenge. I'll be back."
My friend who was 40 one time was dating this girl, and I was like, "How old is she?" He goes, "Dude, she's just turned 18." And I was like, "All right." He goes, "You got no idea, bro. She's got melon tits." And I was like, "You're 40, bro. You're 40." And he loved it. She was just 17. Dude, she was 17 a month ago.
Oh.
She's got melon tits. I was like, well, To Catch a Predator, you, sir,
Well,
are
Chris
clearly
Hansen.
a pedophile. But
He
she
signs his name. He says, "Yours truly, deep half player." I don't know what that means.
deep half player.
Deep half player,
So he only goes halfway in. And he's
or
a
that's
player.
jujitsu.
That's a jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
Oh,
deep half.
yeah. I thought it was really gross. So.
Well, that's pretty weird.
Well, sir, you do need a real hobby and a job.
Well, sir, yeah, you need to get a job. How do you have all this time to draw tits on all the produce? That would take a while.
And
First
make,
of all,
and fashion them out of clay and place them when nobody's looking.
I-
Do you have
I
any video cameras in this produce section?
would it even? I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, look at these fake tits. Knock
Right.
here. Give me these.
Yeah.
These.
Huh, interesting.
First
He
of
probably
all-
sits in the corner like.
He might be in the corner jacking off.
Look, they're looking at the.
He might be in the corner glazing the donuts.
Right. Oh, that happens. There was a guy who got caught giving out free yogurt samples. He worked there, and you know what he was doing on the yogurt. And a girl tastes the yogurt, and she goes, "This tastes like semen." And she called the cops right away. Cops came. They did a DNA test and arrested that fucker.
First, arrest that fucker. First of all, if I was the cop, I'm like, I'd arrest him. Like, you're a hoe, and then take off.
I know.
See ya,
The
hoe.
woman goes, "It tastes just like semen."
This
I
tastes
knew
just
right-
like semen.
I
Oh
knew
my
right
God.
away. And he was like this, looking at her like, "Go ahead. There you go." Some people get
Yeah,
off on that.
yeah,
shit.
down that strawberry yogurt.
Take my semen with your acidophilus. Good for your tummy. I want to throw up.
I feel sick, man.
It'd be weird if you looked down and I had an impossible hard on.
Just a giant rock.
What's going on?
hard
We look over at
throbbing
Doll
hole.
Eyes, just a heavy fucking, just tenting his pants. Pants.
Tempting. Jason. Nope.
Jay just gave the thumbs up over there. Let's go.
Any questions?
Yeah.
No, that was a creep line. That's creepy shit, man. You, sir, need a psych evaluation.
I do.
All right.
Not you, the fucking homeboy.
Oh, right. Sorry. That's what I meant.
The guy drawn on tits on
Do
the
you have a
produce.
phone number, bro? I want to hang out with you. Can I come over and squeeze your clay tits? You got a collection of tits I can squeeze? Can I glaze those tits?
Can I glaze?
Hey, bro, I don't know you very well. You mind if I come over and glaze your tits? Just don't get any pictures. You can just sit in the corner and go, he's glazing my tits. Oh, can I, hey, look, celebrity glaze on my tits. He probably thinks I'm a celebrity. Oh,
Celebrity's glazing on my-
celebrity jizz on my tits. Oh, God, we're getting so
Alright.
dirty.
No, you're dirty.
I gotta
I'm
grow
just
up.
chilling, man.
I got to grow up.
No, you're good. You're like Peter
Stay,
Pan.
stay exactly the same. Don't ever
Peter
change, Bryan.
Pan. Tell them what we're making.
Not yet.
Okay.
We got new shit coming out next week.
I'm excited about that. I'm wearing that shit all the time.
The new chicken head one?
Should I call my special Peter Pan?
Ooh, I like that.
So do I.
How about never grow up?
Never grow
Let's
up.
talk about this off
All
air.
right.
I have some great marketing ideas for your thing.
All
And
right. I need
we'll
you.
talk about
I
it
need
off
you.
there, yeah.
I'm terrible with marketing, as you know.
I'm my black belt.
My
black
special, May 24th, coming
No.
to live taping
belt. Yeah, we already did this.
this weekend.
Yeah, we have brand
Gotham
new
Comedy
Chicken
Club.
Head Social Club T-shirts dropping. The new design. They're fresh. Did I send you guys the designs?
Dude, I love them.
Nope.
I
And
love
we
them.
have
So.
Can I get a fucking tank top?
no.
I don't have any fucking tank tops.
I know because I feel like you would hinder sales because it looks like you have rickets.
I have a good body.
No, you don't.
Oh no.
Now, if we sell underwear, you'll be our model.
I want,
You and Jay Shop.
dude. I'll do more delt work. Next
All right,
question.
You do more dough work.
First,
But
first
we have
question.
so we have the Black Belt and Chicken Head Social Club T-shirt coming out, and we have the Tyga Master Kim tank tops coming out
Damn.
next week.
A lot of people wore them.
Yeah, I know.
I'm wearing mine now.
Very good, Brian. What do you got?
Got fan questions. First question comes from Aaron Kyle Pybus. If you could be president, who would your staff be, and what would the first thing you do as president?
Well, you're looking at my staff, probably everyone in here, and I'd have Joe Rogan in there.
Good call. If I were president, I mean, the first thing I would do, but it's going to bore you, is to tackle campaign finance reform. I would say this to everybody.
Oh, God. No, come on. No, have some fun with it. You're president. I would, first of all, I'd hire Monica Lewinsky as my secretary
Yep.
because we all know she likes to get down.
I'd say there's lots of fucking in the Oval Office, everybody. And if my wife
It's
was like,
Dick Suck Thursday.
my wife was like, Brian, come on, seriously, we're married. I'd be like, I'm president. What the?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Give me a break.
Listen, you enjoy the White House. You're having fun. Come on and join us. No, I would probably.
Then I'd hire a bunch of my security to be all ex-UFC fighters or current UFC fighters. And they'd have black sunglasses on, black suits, and a little gold Reebok patch, and just sitting there.
There you go. Why am I yawning?
I don't know.
I would probably. You have to set an agenda as president. That's all you can really do.
Hashtag Callan's dead serious.
Legalize weed.
So stupid. Man. Oh.
All right.
So stupid. Go.
Next one is from Alex Mons. With Henner and Eve expecting a boy, how long until their kid will tap out Bryan Callen?
I'd say he's about 3 or 4.
Eve Edwards and Henner. Oh, I'm sorry.
Eve Edwards and Henner Gracie are having a
They're
baby.
having a baby.
God
That's so adorable.
damn it.
That's gonna be a great baby, a very masculine baby.
Yeah.
Eve Torres
Butt
Gracie.
baby. Eve. Yeah, that's right.
Eve, the
I
freaking-
remember. I remember when Eve told us that she was
Yeah, we were
she
playing
was
volleyball.
with child.
Yeah.
Still kicking ass. You know what?
They might have the cutest.
That's
baby
gonna
in
be
the
a
world.
badass baby and a good-looking baby.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. That kid's gonna come out with like abs and like a jawline
And
and a
tan.
thick head of hair,
It'll probably born with a purple belt. in
long
jiu-jitsu.
long arms and legs. Yeah, athletically superior.
That kid's gonna be a straight X, man. Should probably tap Callan out around 7.
Yeah, about 7 years old, with ankle locks.
All right. This one's from Dom David. Do you think a bigger fuss should have been made about the refs after Miocic versus Hunt?
A bigger fuss should have been made. What?
Do you think a bigger fuss should have been made about the refs
I think
for letting it go on as long as it?
the
'cause it
biggest
was
fuss
pretty
should have
nasty.
been the Hunt's corner. They should have thrown in the towel. Because Hunt's job is to fight, right? Like he's never gonna tap out. His corner should be taking the heat,
Agreed.
not the ref.
Yeah,
The ref should take some heat for sure. But you're in Australia. He's obviously a Mark Hunt fan. Let's not fucking sugarcoat this. He's a uber Mark Hunt fan. It's up to the corner to protect their fighter. When he's that
was he
fucking
getting
tough.
that peppered, that just beat up?
Yeah, we already went over that.
Damn.
Destroyed. 42 unanswered shots.
What?
What's like the? I guess you probably, I don't think you've ever had it happen to you, but what is the fighter reaction like if your corner does do the responsible thing, throws in the towel? Obviously, you're pissed off in the moment, but after the fact, is that just you watch it, it subsides, and you're cool with the decision that your corner made, or is that something that you would hold against them?
You're not going to hold it against them because Mark Hunt's going to hold it against them in 15 years when he has memory loss and he's slurring at the mouth and can't play with his kids. You're fucking batshit crazy if you don't think Mark Hunt has brain damage.
Yeah.
You're fucking insane if you don't
Right.
think he took some sort of brain trauma after that fight. And we'll see in 10 years He's gonna wish his corner threw in the towel.
Yep.
I've had corners before where in training I've been wobbled and I got back up and wanted to continue. Like, nah, man, you're done. I was so mad, but
You
still
mean
like-
in
It's their
training.
responsibility. That's
In
why you
training,
bring
you
them
mean.
with you.
yeah,
Yeah.
in training, yeah,
Yeah, that's enough. You had your concussion.
yeah. They're like, no, you're not going back in there getting more brain
No.
trauma. Yeah. And I've also had coaches where I got brain trauma. Like, yeah, next round, keep doing what you're doing. Meatheads.
All right. Next one, we will do 2 more. This one comes from Mason. I don't know why you would add this many numbers to the end of your Twitter handle, so I'm not even going to bother. If you had to lose one of your senses, what would it be?
Oh damn, I hate that.
It's a tough one.
Fuck. I'd have to be. I hate to say this. My sense of smell.
Well, then you can't taste food either.
It's the worst.
That's how you taste. You
But
know
what
that,
am I
right?
going to choose? My ears, my eyes, my sense of touch? No.
You don't think touch?
Feel?
Feel?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
No.
Can't even walk.
Why?
You need to feel. You want to be able to feel.
Yeah, feels a big one, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It would have
It's
to
a
be
big
smell.
one.
It would have to be smell.
It have to be smell, yeah. Because you want to be able to hear
Yeah,
things.
you're definitely not losing vision. That's not even an option.
Well, if taste and smell are separate. So
No,
I
they're
go
not.
Taste.
No,
Taste
they're
and
not.
smell aren't. I thought they were separate.
Well,
Well, if you can't smell, then because I think
Right.
something like 80%
Well,
of your
taste
taste
buds, though,
buds
your
are
taste
because your smell.
yeah. But your taste buds can sense sweet, salt. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
but
go
But
with
for the
taste.
sake of making the question harder, let's just assume they're one.
Oh yeah, it sucks. But I'd go taste.
Yeah,
over
you
smell.
have to.
Smell. I want my smell,
Could-
man.
but if taste, first of all, you get in shape like a motherfucker because donuts wouldn't taste like anything. They'd all taste
That's
the same.
true. Yeah.
So you'd be a lean, mean fighting machine.
Yes.
You just couldn't taste anything.
Yeah.
And you couldn't smell anything.
I knew a guy had no taste buds because of cancer, and he just, he didn't even have saliva. They took out his saliva ducts. It sucked. I gave him a shake.
Who brought the bad news, Bear?
I know.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty. That for sure smell. Fuck smell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later smell.
You're never gonna smell the scent of a
Good
woman,
coffee
Brian.
though.
Good coffee, nice cologne,
woman.
The scent of a woman.
scent of a fresh young woman
Yeah.
with a set of
Burning
melons.
wood.
Fuck burning
melon
wood.
tits.
Some melon tits.
Some melon tits. Next
That's
question,
an old
please.
man saying
Next
for
question, please.
All right.
Thanks for
We'll
depressing
wrap
us.
on this one. Hopefully this one makes sense because I don't know if this is a joke question or not. This is from Death Squad Oslo. Do you ever think about what your life would look like now if Nate Marquardt didn't bring Callan on Tough 10? Did Nate bring
It was tough 14.
Tough 14?
Yes, Nate did bring me there, and that's how.
That's
Brendan
where
and
we
I got
met.
to know each other.
Do you ever think about how life would
You'd
be?
find your way. You're the kind of guy that would find your way. I don't think you're
I
the
di-
kind of guy. I don't think that I'm responsible for anything. You're a business guy. You would have. I don't think.
I mean,
you're the
I've
ki-
been
you
all
never
right.
stop
I wouldn't
moving.
be flourishing like I am now.
This is awesome.
Yes.
But where would I be?
We have something special.
Where would I be? Where would I be with my podcast that got 19,000 downloads?
That's
You know what I
debatable.
mean? Or where would I be? So there's a chemistry.
Yes, the chemistry what makes this podcast work.
Part of like success, as I get older, I realize is just the fact that I've been trying and failing so long, and I just keep like moving forward just the way you do. And people I know people come up to me and they say, these shows in Portland, I almost sold out, and we're making money and doing this podcast, and I'm on 2 TV shows. Man, I'm telling you, I was just thinking about this. Like I was thinking, like my wife and I were talking about this. My wife said, "You're too busy to get your own show at this point, because you've got these 2 shows. The Goldberg's back, then you got Kingdom. You're doing. You got a podcast that's crazy successful. I can't even take a week off, and I got my road gig and all that stuff. And with that comes all the stuff. But for years, I was thinking about the empty years in this town where I didn't have a job, where I would go months without a job, where I would go through anxiety about, was this going to be it? And I was always trying. I was always in class. I was always trying to get better. I was always writing. There was this nagging thing where I would set these goals. They wouldn't come through. I'd set another set of goals. They wouldn't happen. But guess what? I was always moving in that direction. So now at 48, I meet Brendan. We share the same value system. We share the same sense of humor. We're kind of in the same direction. And so I finally met somebody who is as intense and works harder than I do, and keeps his intensity as ferocious as anybody. And that's what it takes. Like, if you just keep moving forward, the chemistry and all the moving parts are going to find their way. They're going to find a channel. And I think this podcast is an example of that. How many podcasts? Look, the 10-minute podcast is a huge success. It's great. I love it. And my podcast was so fun. And people are like, when is it coming back? And maybe I'll do some more. But when I latched onto this, and I realized how much time it takes, this was it.
But the thing is, with this show, like, I don't. So who was asking me? Someone's talking about the Reebok deal and this and 205, and I said, I think Rogan. I said, all I care about is the podcast. Yeah. All I care about is the fighting the kid.
Yeah.
I want to fight again. I want to make 205. But if the podcast is doing well, because it's such a monster and we have such a following, that's all I care about.
Yeah. And it's growing.
Oh, yeah.
We're growing.
We just had our biggest month ever. We went from 3 million downloads to 1.5 million downloads.
Crazy. Yeah. And that kind of stuff is awesome. And, this is what I would say about getting successful. You are going to have years. If you're really after something, you're going to have fucking years of wasteland where you just feel like you're not going anywhere. That can happen. It's not waste.
It's not waste.
It's not waste. Keep changing your approach. If it doesn't work this way, change your approach. What are you doing wrong? Take an assessment. Look at how successful people do it. And then just kind of refocus and reshift your resources. Who are the people in your life that are taking 80% of your time and shitty time? What percentage of your effort is actually yielding to results? What percentage of your effort in your day is yielding to not getting results?
Well, I'll put it like this, Callan. How many times have you failed? How many times did you not get the job?
My life,
how many reads have you done? How many auditions have you done?
Literally 97% of my auditions have resulted in nothing.
How many times is the door shut on you?
97% of the time.
But you wait for that one time where it opens.
I keep showing up. I keep fucking showing up.
Relentless.
There's no other way. I don't know anyone successful who has not.
Who's had the easy road?
It
Not
doesn't
too many.
exist.
Mm-mm.
The easy road.
This podcast isn't an easy road.
No. Try getting good at anything. It's not going to happen.
Nothing.
What I really love is getting better at something, like even boxing, like you laugh at it, but like the sparring the other day. Sparring the other day. Did really well. I never thought I could do what I did because I'm just been learning. It's just a language. Am I going to be a pro? Fuck no. Doesn't matter. Point is that when I put on headgear, my heart starts beating. But guess what? Getting better, learning the language of it. Doesn't matter what it is you choose. Get somebody who knows how to teach you in anything you want to do and follow good examples. Keep changing your approach. You can. That's the other thing is like you set your goals. If you keep them in the back of your head for a long time, you'll start moving in that direction. You'll become the person you want to be.
It just depends how bad you want it, really.
Yeah.
If you want it bad enough, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. So that's why I say,
But to answer his question, I didn't even know what a podcast was until I met Bryan. Literally, when he'd asked me to do a podcast, I was like, what the fuck is a radio show? He's like, no, man, a podcast. Told me what it was. Boom.
But
fast forward to 3 years later.
Yeah. But the first time I had you on my podcast, then I had you on again. I was like, it's fucking good.
But this is why I care so much about this thing. Who was with us when we decided to start a podcast? Not Fox, not the UFC. Who helped us get this podcast to where it's at? Not Dana White, not Reebok, not Conor McGregor. No one.
Right.
We were doing it in some bullshit studio off, was it Casio or whatever in Los Angeles. We just stuck with it. 2 guys, a mic, and a producer. That's it. And look what it's become. Yeah. And it's continuously growing. And why is that? You know what I'm saying? It's hard work, man. We just don't show up. What? No.
But
but that's the thing. You can't credit to anyone. There's certain times in life where you get lucky here, or in fighting you get this matchup, and they put marketing dollars into you, and they'll market you this way. No one's marketing the fighting kid.
Here's the other thing to keep in mind. Like if you work really hard at something, like even when you work out a lot, you get more energy. You don't get less energy. Like it builds on itself. Momentum builds on itself. Like if you just keep pushing in that direction, you'll get better. Like I don't have the energy to get in shape, just start lifting, start working out, and it'll build on itself.
Yeah.
You'll have more energy unless you're doing it 5 times a day. But so I think there's two things: energy begets energy, momentum. And the other thing is, I heard somebody say this, a director say, she's actually directing Wonder Woman, Patty Jenkins said, one honest, authentic movement, impulse, action, let's call it action. One honest action will follow another honest action. Like, that's how she teaches her actors, in big-time actors. Like, if she's working with, like, Academy Award-winning actors, she'll always remind them, just make one honest action, take one honest action, say one honest thing in this scene, and just follow it. It's kind of like, it'll inform
I think
itself.
success is contagious. So like my buddy Tarek, who I was in San Francisco with, successful gym, he was a successful football player, successful coach. He does all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Successful businessman. And then he just went into the food business. And everyone told him, don't go in the food business. 99% of the people fail. He's like, well, those are 99% of the regular people. So you're talking to a dude with a crazy work ethic, and I've failed before. So if it doesn't go right, I'm going to keep grinding till I get it right.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the difference between a successful athlete and a guy who doesn't make it.
And like you said, it's not a failure. It's just a learning process. Oh, I just learned how not to do something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's not a failure. I just learned how not to do it.
No, it's like this door's shut. Try
Yeah,
this one. That
that's
one's
it.
shut. Try this one.
Yeah.
But when on your way to finding those other doors, people may tell you, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't go there.
Yeah.
No, it's a waste of your time. 90% of the people fail. You shouldn't do a podcast. There's no money in it. Don't do T-shirts. That's a terrible idea. There's too many out there.
Well, Rogan always says, like, if I start talking, I was with Rogan, we were turkey hunting, and I started talking about a couple of friends of ours who are not doing so well. And Joe got so, like, weird at dinner. We were drinking wine, just he and I, and he started getting all fidgety. I go, what's wrong with you? He goes, bro, I can't talk about people like this. I go, why? He goes, I can't even talk about failures like this because I feel like it's contagious. I start to freak out and
Success
feel
is
claustrophobic.
contagious. You want to surround
And that's
your
why
people
he
like
will
that.
not, if he sees like people who are energy sucks, like vampires, like people who have excuse, he runs away.
same.
He'll be nice. He'll be like, hey, how you doing? And runs away.
I'm the exact same.
Yeah. You got it.
Like if a friend's down, he's in need, he can call me.
Yeah.
But if someone I barely know, and I get people hitting me up all the time. Hey, I want to talk to you about your podcast. I want to do this. I want this training. I'm like, no, you don't have the work ethic, man. So I'm sure as fuck not wasting my energy on you.
Yeah. Well, that's like I told you. Somebody asked me about losing weight, and I gave them just 2 chapters to read in two books. And I just want to see if they would read the books. They didn't.
Of course they didn't.
I was like, oh, well, then that's
There's a reason they're fat.
yeah. So
They can't read the books.
there's your
invest their
lesson,
time.
kids. There's your lesson.
your
Come
lesson.
see me this weekend.
Don't be fat.
Friday, Saturday at the Gotham Comedy Club. See me the following weekend.
New York City.
Irvine Improv, irvine.improv.com. Get your goddamn tickets. And we're going to be tearing it up. It's going to be a hell of a night.
The whole
2
Fire and
shows,
the Kid squad
7
will
and
be there.
9:30.
And I'll be on ESPN Sports Center.
Yes, you will.
Guest analyst.
And then
I'll be
flying
coming
back that night.
I'm coming back that afternoon to make your show.
I'm
The
excited.
entire Fire and the Kid Nation will be there. Fire and the Kid Army, let's sell this bitch out. Joe Rogan's opening up for Bryan, the Kid Callen, Irvine Improv, May 24th. We will all be there. This is the Fire and the Kid. We're out.